That's my lights.
Oh, what's that picture?
That's my sexy knee. That was done by charcoal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, they did. They did a good job. I look good.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think so?
Yeah.
I'm your abuela. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
He signed it, too.
Uh-huh. What year was that?
I think that was before I got married.
Okay.
Mm.
How long after this did you meet Wella?
I graduated in 65. 6 years.
6 years later?
Yeah, in 71 we got married.
The woman is the one that's domesticated, cooks, cleans, wash for her husband and her children, not the son. We had the refrigerator we had.
Yeah.
It was a little freezer on the top, and the ice were built up, and you had to take a knife, unplug the refrigerator, take a knife, and go like this to that ice for hours and hours and hours until you chipped it off, and until it melted. That was horrible because that was my job in Puerto Rico.
Oh.
Even when I came in Camden, they did not have the refrigerator with the no freezer.
So the women really did everything
Everything.
in Puerto Rico.
I kind of like the way that I'm growing up now, where it's more of like I have an opinion, you know. Stevie, can you move, please? Mom!
At least, she needs to learn how to clean, wash, and cook. So when she gets married, has children, she knows how to do that. And the kids won't suffer, the husband won't suffer, and she won't suffer because she knows how to do it.
You don't cook in daily life.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
I do not.
What stuff do you enjoy doing that you think is completely different from something that like Wella was doing? You know,
something
like
that I think is like illegal in like Puerto Rico is like oversleeping. I'm being so honest. Like I enjoy sleeping a lot. Like I can sleep for hours.
No.
I respect her so much for that because she doesn't have to. She really doesn't have to. Like she doesn't have to wake up like the time that she wakes up.
Yeah.
And like she doesn't have to like, you know, cook every single meal. But like she just like that's just something like I feel like she in her like self it makes her happy and it like something that she honestly loves. So like I have a lot of respect for her for just like choosing to do that.
Yeah.
Because like I choose to sleep. That's what I choose to do. Guys, I think we all did amazing with this dinner, and I'm so thankful for it.
In what ways during your childhood did your parents instill like a strong sense of the Puerto Rican culture within you?
Maybe my grandparents, you know, stuck to traditions and they raised my parents like that, but I did not instill that in you guys. Like for instance, example, you know, around holidays, there's the tradition of making pasteles. You know, that's a type of food, you know, and it's tradition to make that, and it's supposed to be like a family thing. You get, you know, the family involved, and you know, you do an assembly line, and it's really involved. There's a process behind that. Again, I cook with recipes. I would need to really like sit down, write this thing down, and you know what I mean, the instructions, and it was just a thing of like we just didn't carry that with us. And it's sad. I think it is sad because it is part of who we are, you know, but we just didn't, you know, we just didn't do that.
How does it make you feel to know that your grandchildren don't know the intricacies, or we can't really appreciate the culture to its fullest? How does that make you feel knowing that maybe when we have our children, none of that's gonna progress?
No, they still believe in being in Spanish. They know they're Spanish and all that.
How does it make you feel if the culture kind of like dies with us?
That would make me sad. I think I'd be sad about that. I think I take pride in being Spanish, being Puerto Rican. There's a certain amount of pride there, and I would be sad to know that you didn't take anything.
Mom and Dad chose not to follow in like the Puerto Rican path, which sucks because like you don't get to pass that down and it's gonna die eventually. But then the reaction is that I get to live a normal life in America.